Hello everyone, myself Shivakumar P P, Department of Political Science. Today I am going to clarify the concept of fundamental rights. India is the biggest democratic country in the world. Here we have fundamental rights as well as fundamental duties and directive principles of state policy. Part 3rd of the Indian Constitution deals with fundamental rights, Article 12 to 35. The Constitution of India, like the Constitution of USA, France, Japan and other countries, we too have these fundamental rights. This Part 3rd originally given 7 fundamental rights to the people of India, but after 44th Amendment of the Constitution, it is deleted the 7th fundamental rights, that is right to property, and it is deleted from the fundamental rights and it is added and it is become a legal right under Article 300A. Thus at present we have 6 fundamental rights. Dear students, as we know that the 6 fundamental rights are the right to equality, that Article 14 to 18, the right to freedom, that is Article 19 to 22, and the right against exploitation, that is Article 23 and 24, right to freedom of religion, that is from Article 25 to 28, cultural and educational rights, Article 29 and 30, and the 6th one is right to constitutional remedies, that is from Article 32. So as we are going to discuss this in detail, it is very essential to know, because we are the citizen of India, what are the rights we have is very essential. The first one, that is right to equality, Article 14 to 18. The first right, that is equality before law, under right to equality. This is explained under Article 14. The state shall not deny any person equality before law or equal protection of the laws within its territory, irrespective of caste, color, sex and creed. Every individual or every citizen, those who lives in the country, they are eligible to get this right, that is equality before law. Article 15, Part 3rd of the Indian Constitution deals with prohibition on discrimination. This prohibits discrimination on the grounds of religion, caste, sex, place of birth, etc. So everyone in India are equal in the eye of law. The next point, equality of opportunity. This was explained under Article 16. The Constitution provides for equality of opportunities for all citizens in matters relating to employment or appointment to any office under the state. Here we can ask, still, even though there is equality, but there is a reservation. Reservation is very important to uplift the poor sections of the people. That is also very important to our country, because we are treating equality. Next point, abolition of untouchability, that is Article 17. Article 17, it concentrates on eradicating the evil of practice of untouchability in India. The Constitution under its Article 17 abolishes untouchability in India and makes its practice in any form and offense punishable under the law. Then Article 18, it explains about abolition of titles. Under this article, the Constitution prohibits the state from conferring any titles except honors for military or academic distinctions. So it is abolished the titles given by the individual. The second fundamental right, that is right to freedom, that is explained from Article 19 to 22. The 6 fundamental freedoms, once again, freedom of speech and expression, freedom of assembly, freedom of movement, freedom to form association, freedom of profession, occupation, trade or business, and protection against arbitrary conviction. So, this mentioned in the Article 20. Before that, this Article 19, it has given all the freedom. We can assemble, we can speak, or we can express our views, or we can form any association. This is the right given by Article 19. And the Article 20 explains protection against arbitrary conviction. Under Article 20, the Constitution provides protection against arbitrary conviction in respect of offences committed by the people. So, no person can be arrested and punished for the same offence more than once, and no person accused of an offence can be forced to be a witness against himself. So, this comes under Article 20. And the Article 21, protection of life and liberty. Article 21 provides protection of life and liberty of citizens as well as non-citizens. It states that no person shall be deprived of his life and liberty except according to procedure established by law. So, every individual has this right, protection of his life and liberty too. Article 21A, right to education. This is very, very important to all the Indians. The 26th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2002 makes free and compulsory education for children between the age of 6 to 14 years. So, 6 to 14 is free and compulsory education for all the people, all the children, those who are in the country. Next is right to freedom, that is Article 19 to 21. Under this, protection against arrest and detention. Article 22 lays down that a person who is arrested and detained shall be informed to the ground of his arrest and shall have the right to consult and be defended by a legal practitioner of his choice, that is Article 22 and 1. This is about right to freedom. Next, let us see about right against exploitation. This is explained under Article 23 and 24. Prohibition of traffic in human beings and forced labor. We know that below the age of 14, the children are not able to work in any company, any public place or any other association or in any other organization or in any other factories. So, every children under the age, they should not work, under 14 age, they should not work in anywhere else. Thus, in present class, we understood 6 fundamental rights, but we have explained only 2, 3. The next point is right against exploitation, that is Article 23 and 24. Next one is right to freedom of religion. So, freedom of conscience and free profession, practice and propagation of religion, that is mentioned in the Article 25. Next, right to freedom of religion. Once again, it is mentioned Article 26 of the Constitution lays down every religion, the domination of any section has the right. Under right to freedom of religion, every individual have the right to worship their own gods and goddess according to their will and wish. Next, right to cultural and educational right. Right to maintain language, script and culture. That is important in this. Last one is right to constitutional remedies. Thus, children, we studied about the fundamental rights in this class. So, fundamental rights are very essential to an individual as well as to the country to lead a good life in this society. Thank you.